Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 3. We will present about perception of language. The member of group are next, Erdayu Febianti, Mi Selarung Viana, Lulu Ilmawa Alfara, Dwi Damayanti, Zakaria Irwandi, Trinur Indah Oktaviani, and Tunarsi. Okay, let's get started with the structure of speech. Next. The structure of speech, basically, listener must be able to categorize the sound they hear into one of the sound classes in their language. There are two main reasons for this to be quite complicated. That is, first, the environmental context. The environmental context often interferes with the speech signal. Under normal listening conditions, the speech we hear competes with other stimuli for our limited processing capacity. And the next, the auditory signal. Auditory signal, such as a conversation across the room or someone sneezing or burping, can interfere with the fidelity of the speech signal. Next slide. Prosodic factor. Prosodic factor is variable in speech. How a message communicated. Prosodic factor are sometimes called supra-segmental. Supra means to be above something. This aspect of speech lie over speech segment. Pon, providing a kind of musical accompaniment to speech. Let us begin our discussion of speech with prosodic factor such as stress, intonation, and rate. First, stress. The form or emphasis used on a sound, syllable, or word when we speak. Usually, when we speak, we stress content words because they convey meaning. For example, I love swimming. I give the stress at noun and verb. I love swimming. Next, the same word can have the stress in different places. We change the meaning of the word. For example, I like sunny object and I object to your attitude. In the sentence, I like shiny object, we provide stress at the beginning of word object. I like shiny object means that she or he like shiny object like a diamond, gold, and etc. Whereas I object to your attitude, we provide stress at the end of the word object. It means that she or he feel objection or uncomfortable with the attitude of someone he or she means. Next. Intonation. The pattern of raising and falling pitch that occurs when we are speaking. For example, "That's look fine," say someone when he will do something. It means reinforce message that he will enjoy to do that. Or maybe "That's look fine" with falling sound means that suggest stop or are contented with he will something to do. And the last is rate. Rate refers to the speed at which speech is articulated. The rate of speech sometimes convey meaning. For example, just relax and hi, come on guys. We will say just relax casually and slowly so someone will understand the point is to ask someone to relax or chill and enjoy with the time. Whereas, hi, come on guys, we say it quickly with the aim that people can understand that we are in a hurry and ask them to hurry. Next slide will be presented by Zakaria.
Articulatory phonetics. Articulatory phonetic, it is branch of phonetics which studies the organ of speech and their use in producing speech sounds. Organs of speech. The term of organ of speech refers to those parts of the human body which are concerned in various ways with the production of speech. A lot of them are only secondarily concerned with the production of their primary function have to do with eating, chewing, and swallowing food, and respiration. Those parts of the body below, not the lungs, belong to the vocal tract. The vocal tract is divided into the supraglottal and the subglottal tract. Next. This is the speech organ. So this is the organ of human body. There is articulatory phonetics. There is lips, teeth, nasal cavity, tongue, hard palate, soft palate, pharynx, larynx, vocal fold or cord, and then trachea, uvula, diaphragm, and jawbone. In this picture, we can know where it is the speech organ in the previous slide. So next is acoustic phonetics. Acoustic phonetic is a study of the acoustic characteristic of speech, including an analysis and description of speech in terms of its physical properties, such as frequency, intensity, and duration. Description of speech sound in this term date back as far as 1830. Wills, but the invention of the sound spectrograph, 1945, was the major technological breakthrough that made the analysis and visualization of the speech signal possible. So in this picture below, we can now voice or sounds produced based air pressure, reflection, and condensation based on the time. So this is the diagram of speech sound. Next. So the next presentation will be delivered by my partner. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So the second part, perception of isolated speech segments. Next. Actually, perception of speech is not something that is easily done by humans because speech is a verbal activity that slides independently between one word and another. Misalnya, in bahasa ada tiga kalimat, bukan angka, buka angka, dan bukan angka. Meskipun tiga angka ini berbeda maknanya satu dari yang lain, tapi dalam pengucapan ketiga bentuk ujarannya sama. So that there are three levels of speech processing. The first, auditory level. Auditory level is the signal is represented in terms of its frequency, intensity, and temporal attributes as for example, shown on a spectrogram as with any auditory stimulus. Atau yang bisa kita pahami pada tahap ini, manusia menerima ujaran sepotong demi sepotong. Ujaran ini kemudian ditanggapi dari segi akustiknya. Konsep-konsep seperti artikulasi, cara artikulasi, fitur distintif lah yang dapat memisahkan satu bunyi dari bunyi yang lain.
bunyi-bunyi dalam ujaran itu kita simpan dalam memori auditori kita. And then the second, at the phonetic level, is we identify individual tones by a combination of acoustic clues such as a Farman transition. I think pada tahap ini bunyi diidentifikasi dalam proses mental kita, apakah bunyi tersebut termasuk dalam konsonan, voice, atau nasal, dan sebagainya. Segmen bunyi ini kemudian kita simpan di memori fonetik. And then the last one, at the phonological level, is the phonetic segment is converted into a phoneme. Phonological rules are applied to the sound sequence. Atau pada tahap ini, mental kita menerapkan aturan fonologis pada deret bunyi yang kita dengar untuk menentukan apakah bunyi-bunyi tadi sudah mengikuti aturan fonotaktik yang pada bahasa kita. Contohnya dalam contoh ujaran bukan nangka itu, setelah B dipersepsi maka bunyi U kemudian dianalisis secara mental dengan melalui proses yang sama. Begitu juga dengan bunyi-bunyi yang lainnya. Sehingga akhirnya semua bunyi dalam ujaran itu teranalisis dan yang akan membedakan antara bukan angka, dan buka angka adalah jeda atau juncture yang terdapat antara satu kata dengan kata lainnya. Oke, next. Okay, speech as a modular system. Criteria for modularity by Fodor. A cognitive system is modular if it is, first, domain specific, second, operate on a mandatory basis, and three is finesse, and then the last is unaffected by feedback. In speech perception, there are lack of invariance and categorical perception. Lack of invariance is the problem that the same or intended sound is produced very differently by different speaker on different occasion and embedded in different words. And then categorical perception occurs when items that arise along a continuum are perceived as being either more or less similar to each other than they really are because of the way they are categorized. Thank you. So the next will be presented by my partner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Indah. And the next is the motor theory of speech perception. The motor theory of speech perception claims that we perceive speech sound by identifying the intended phonetics, gestures that may produce the sound. Although the status of the concept of phonetic gestures is somewhat controversial, the theory has been supported by studies of visual processing during speech perception. In addition, the theory has implication for neurolinguistic and language acquisition in children. Okay, the next.
Okay. The next presentation about perception of continuous speech. Next. Speech sounds are embedded in a context of fluent speech. This is prosodic factor in speech recognition. Oke, pada prosodic factor itu terdapat 3 faktor. This is stress, intonation, dan rate influence. Speech context factor that will be discussed is
prosodic factors, and higher order somatic and synthetic factors. Prosodic factor. First, stress. It appears that we perceive stress by a combination of acoustic cause along with our knowledge of the stress rules of the language. Martin has argued that the stress pattern of speech provides cues for listeners to anticipate what is coming next, and that listeners tend to organize their perception around stress syllables. Next, rate. Miller documented the acoustic consequence of change in speaking rates. As we speed up, vowels duration is reduced, and the duration of the cues that signal various consonantal distinction is also modified. Fourth, decreases as rate increases. Rate normalization. The process of taking the rate of speech into consideration when using acoustic cues during speech perception. And then speaker normalization. Listeners use the pitch of the speech signal as a cue for vocal tract size and makes perceptual adjustment on this basis. Okay, next presentation will be presented by my partner.
Okay, thank you, Asti. For the next is semantic and synthetic factors. Miller and Isard, 1963, isolated the influence of synthetic and semantic information. Three different types of sentences were presented in continuous speech. For the first is grammatical strings. For example, accidents kill motorists on the highways. The second, anomalous string that preserve grammatical word order. For example, accidents carry honey between the house. The third is ungrammatical strings. For the example, around accidents country honey the south. The result indicate that people were most accurate with grammatical strings, somewhat less accurate anomalous strings, and even less able to recognize ungrammatical string. It will appear that the more predictable a passage is, the better it is recognized. Top-down processing. Next slide, please. Okay, the next slide is about phonemic restoration. Warren 1917. The first S in the word legislators in this sentence was removed and replaced with a chalk. The state governors meet with their respective legislators convening in the capital city. Listeners report hearing the excise S in additional when told that a son was missing and asked to quiz which one nearly all listeners were unsuccessful. It is the context that helps determine how phonemic restoration takes place. The next slide, please. The trace model. Trace model for speech perception was one of the first models developed for perceiving speech and is one of the better known models. So, trace model is a framework in which the primary function is to take all of the various sources of information found in speech and integrate them to identify a single word. The trace model found by uh, McElwain and Ellman in 1986 is based on the principle of interaction activation. All components of speech, like features, phonemes, and words, have their own role in creating intelligible speech, and using trace to unit them leads to a complete stream of speech instead of individual components. And McLean and Ellman in 1986 claimed that the trace model can explain most of the facts about speech perception we have considered, including categorical perception, trading relations, top-down processing, and co-articulation effect. Next slide, please. Uh, Let us look at co-articulation. Consider the term Polish caps and Christmas caps. The word for the word Polish and with the ash sound, which is made at the front of the mouth. In contrast, the final sound in Christmas is S, which is made by shortening the lips and thus the vocal tract as a vowel. Ellman and McLennan, 1988, found that similar co-articulation effects occur even when the final phoneme of the initial word was not present. They presented listeners with pairs of words such as Folix caps and Christmas caps, in which S represent an ambiguous sound. Once again, the first phoneme of the second word was ambiguous, and the word could be heard as caps or peps. Ellman and McLennan found core articulation effects similar to those found by men and Reeves. Despite the fact that the S and H phonemes were not present, they conclude that the found evidence of top-down processing in phonemic processing and that activation of word unit influence phoneme unit. Uh, the next is the trace model is broken into two distinct components. Trace 1 deals mainly with short segment of real speech, whereas trace 2 deals with identification of phonemes and words in speech. The model of as a whole consists of a very large number of units which are organized into three separate levels. Each level is comprised of a bank of detectors for distinguish the component of that level. Okay, let's see uh, the picture of trace model of human speech perception. The first is feature level. At this level, there are several banks of future detectors. Each future has its only place in speech time, and they are organized in successive order. Uh, the next is phoneme level. At this level, there is a bank of detectors for each phoneme present in the speech sound. And the last is word level. At this level, there is a bank of detector for each individual word that is spoken by the speaker. Okay, the next presentation will be presented by Asih.
Okay, thank you, Lulu. Okay, in this chapter we will learn about perception of written language. In this section, we examine the early stage of visual language processing during reading. Next. Okay, different writing system. An orthography is a method of mapping the sound of a language into a set of written symbol. Jadi, etnografi merupakan metode pemetaan suara bahasa ke dalam satu set simbol tertulis. A logography takes the words of morphemes as the linguistic units and wires the units with some pictorial symbol called the logograph or character. Sedangkan logografi adalah mengambil kata atau morfem sebagai bagian dari unit linguistik dan memasangkan unit tersebut dengan beberapa simbol bergambar disebut logograph atau karakter. Kemudian, in general, structures related to meaning referred to as the radical are on the top or left of the character, whereas information pertaining to sound is on the bottom or right. Secara umum, refers to as the radical, yaitu berhubungan dengan makna, disebut sebagai akar yang berada di atas atau berada di suatu karakter. Radical may exist on their own or as part of character. And then a syllabary takes the syllables as the linguistic unit and associates it with some visual representation. The alphabet is a system in which each letter is supposed to represent a phoneme. Any school child know that there are many expectations to a one-to-one association between phonemes and letter, or graphemes as they are sometimes called. Some words such as now contain silent letter. Alfabet merupakan sistem di mana setiap huruf berada. Jadi alfabet itu bisa dianggap sebagai mewakili sebuah fonem. Okay, next presentation will be presented by my partner. Thank you.
Okay, the next material is about level of written language processing. Written language can be understood at a number of levels. They are equal sum level, first future level, letter level, and word level processing. Future level is the stimulus is represented in terms of the physical future that compares a letter of the alphabet. Letter level is the visual stimulus is represented more abstractly as an identity spared from its physical manifestation. Word level of processing is in which an array of future and letter is recognized as a familiar word. As the word is recognized, various properties of the word, such as its spelling, pronunciation, and meaning become available to us. Next slide, please. A movements during reading. We all know generally by reading we will find out what the information the author wants to convey to reader. So in physical linguistics, there are some various contribute for the overall reading. The first, saccades. Saccades is the movement of the eyes during reading. Take about 10 until 20 milliseconds in duration, and it has been established that our eyes are moving too quickly for us to pick up any visual information. Regression. Regression is cadence that move backward. Take about 20% until 50% of the eye movement of meter reader are regression. It is generally believed that they are indication that a reader has misperceived or misunderstood some portion of a text and has gone back to reanalyze it. Next slide, please. And the last is vacation. Vacation is the time that we spend at a given location between eye movements. Typically, this vacation lasts about 225 milliseconds, but fiction duration varies with both the difficulty of the content and the skill of the reader. But there is some variability in fiction duration for a given reader of a given text. Example, a person might fix one segment for 200 milliseconds and then the next for 300 milliseconds. Okay, the next material will be presented by Zakaria.
Okay, this is in this section we talk about perception of letter in isolation. Letter perception has been traditionally viewed as a process in which individual features are accumulated over time. In order to test this notion, a special stimulus set was created, having little on future evidency. You see, a massive paradigm confusing metrics were generated at each of 18 stimulus in the past. Few, if any, of the predictions made by feature accumulation models were upheld. Instead, it is suggested that letter perception is better thought of as a global to local process. When a letter is presented, an observer initially perceives a large array of perceptual data. Over time, a clearer view of the stimulus emerges as the perceptual system brings the letter into focus. Thus, global information about the letter is available quite early in processing, while the letter's more local aspect become available only after relatively extensive conceptual processing. So in this perception of letter, there is a lot of things that we have to use like a teacher word by word. So that's perception of the letter in isolation. So the next presentation or the next material will be delivered by my partner.
Okay, thank you, Mas Jaka. Okay, perception of letters in word context. The word's superiority effect in an early study of word perception, Kettles compare performance on individuals' letter with the letters in word context. His results were striking, where people were able to report only about 3 or 4 unrelated letters They could report as many as 2 short words that were not semantically or syntactically related to one another. Cattell report was the first to demonstrate superior performance for words over non-word letter string, but is suffering from methodological problem. Especially, he instructed his subject to report everything that they remembered from the briefly presented array. Taken together, the results suggest that we perceive lower-level units such as letter and radicals differently when they occur informally, words and character contexts that in unfamiliar contexts. When words are familiar, we can perceive them as complete units rather than a set of letters. Although the details differ in genus, the perceptual process appear to be analogous to English. Jadi yang dimaksud dengan persepsi huruf dalam sebuah konteks itu di sini Cattell membandingkan kinerja antara huruf atau setiap huruf, dan hasilnya tidak terduga bahwa setiap orang dapat melaporkan sekitar 3 atau 4 huruf yang tidak terkait. Mereka dapat melaporkan sebanyak 2 kata pendek yang tidak terkait secara semantik atau sintaksis satu sama lain. Secara keseluruhan, hasil dari ini yaitu menunjukkan bahwa mempersepsikan unit tingkat rendah seperti huruf dan radikal secara berbeda muncul dalam konteks yang familiar seperti karakter atau kata daripada konteks asing. Ketika sebuah kata sudah dikenal atau sudah biasa kita ucapkan, kita bisa melihatnya sebagai unit lengkap dan bukan sebagai kumpulan huruf. Seperti itu. Okay. Next presentation will be presented by my partner.
Okay, thank you, Asi. The next is 2 models of reading. 2 models of reading were contrasted. First, the dual rote model posits that readers can access words through either a lexical route or non-lexical route, a system of rules that specify the relationship between print and sound. And then the connectionist model assumes a series of layers with the weight of the connection between layers determined by the reader's experience. Both models can account for certain aspects of normal readings as well as some disabilities associated with reading. Jadi di sini itu ada 2 model pembacaan yang kontras. Yang pertama adalah model rute ganda. Berpendapat bahwa pembaca dapat mengakses kata-kata baik melalui rute leksikal atau rute non-leksikal. Sistem aturan yang menentukan hubungan antara cetakan dan suara. Yang kedua ada model koneksionis, mengasumsikan serangkaian lapisan dengan bobot koneksi antar lapisan ditentukan oleh pengalaman pembaca. Kedua model tersebut dapat menjelaskan aspek-aspek tertentu dari bacaan normal serta beberapa ketidakmampuan yang terkait dengan membaca. Okay, next. Ya, I think enough for the presentation. Saya kembalikan kepada moderator.
Okay, thank you, Dewi. I think enough for our group presentation. Thank you so much and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.